I'm big on visualization and intention
Yeah.
setting. So I was
Yes.
wondering if you practice any of that or incorporate that into what you're doing.
Absolutely. And this is so important in sport, whether it's whatever level of sport it is. It's the visualization and overcoming the mental is that's the 99% really every because at the level that we're at, 99% of the training is all the same. A lot of that stuff's the same. It's up here that's going to make the difference between succeeding and not. But yeah, in training, honestly, in training, I always do this. I don't know if it's visualization, but it's like I kind of speak it out as I go. I pretend there's someone there, or I pretend there's someone there behind me, in front of me. There's always this mental pushing, but there's something to say about, like, if you're training solo, that is mentally, like, they call it mentally grueling to train solo, but like seclusion almost leads to success, in the sense that if you can do it yourself, you'll be able to do it in competition on race day with
Right.
someone pushing and pilling. But I really like to envision, and I made a joke with, I just talked about this recently, but this past weekend, I said the guy that got off the bike in front of me, I pretended that Christian Blumenfeld was in front of him. And
Yeah.
so I just said, I need to get to him so I can get to the best in the world. I need to get to him.
Right.
And then it's just, I'm visualizing getting closer and closer. Then I make up these fake scenarios in my head that
Right.
there's a world class or the best in the world right there, and I am capable of getting there. So I guess if you think that is visualization, then
Absolutely.
I do
Oh,
practice that.
absolutely. No, that makes total sense. And I was going to ask you if you kind of create these scenarios that aren't necessarily there, which
Yeah.
you just alluded to. It's funny.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen the Last Dance documentary with MJ, but
I have not seen that. No.
oh, I think you'd love it. But he talks about how he would make up these stories when he'd go to, play against someone, someone that was guarding him, like another shooting guard. He'd be like, this person said something about my family. They disrespected me. They
Yeah.
said that I had no 3-point game. So then I went out and I hit like 5 or 6 threes or blah, blah, blah. But he had all
Yeah.
these things, and they would interview people that he was playing against. Like, I never said that. And he was coming at me
Yeah.
like yeah. And he was like, yeah, I did what I needed to do to get up for that game. So
Yeah.
he would kind of create these narratives that he knew would fuel him. So
Right.
yeah, I immediately thought of that when you were talking about that.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
it's mental is definitely a big part of it.
Yeah.
Um,
Definitely.
so you just finished that race, obviously.
Yeah.
What's kind of next on the horizon that you're preparing for?
Yeah. So this is a question that's floating around a lot with me and my coach, and we're kind of in this limbo-esque area, in the sense that it says, because I've been doing triathlon for, I think it's 14 months, 15 months now, 14 or 15 months. So I'm still fairly new to this. I'm still green, if you will, but we want to take the elite license. We don't have that exact date yet. We've had this in the back pocket for a while, and we've had time to think about it. So now we're trying to line up a schedule into, okay, when do we want to make this elite debut? When do we want to do draft legal? Do we want to do a long course? Where do we want to drop this debut, if you will? So I think we've concluded and decided that we're going to start the pro journey, if you will, the elite journey towards the Olympics in February.